Hello, my name is Brittany and welcome to Family Fridays Paint Night. A few words before we begin. Thank you for your continued interest and support for this workshop. Can you believe this month marks 1 year since we have transitioned from in-person to online instruction? As always, you can expect a new video every third Friday of the month for the foreseeable future until we can resume classes in person at the Art and Spirituality Center. Speaking of which, there are other classes being held virtually if you are interested in taking any of those. I'll leave the link to our virtual calendar in the description box below. As a reminder, my class was made to promote bonding between family and friends. You do not need to be an artist to enjoy art. My art isn't perfect, so don't think yours needs to be either. To all those participating in this activity, I want you to try your best and don't worry about the outcome. My hope is for you to let go, get lost in the artistic process, and forget about what's currently happening in the world, even just for a little bit. One last thing before we begin. Feel free to pause, rewind, fast forward, mute, or do anything you need in order to follow along with this video. I normally take over 3 hours to complete a painting, even though my class runs about 2.5 hours. For the sake of time and to make a short video, the clips you see of me painting are sped up significantly. Please, by all means, relax and take your time. I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Here is what we will be painting for March of 2021. Disclaimer, this is not my original artwork as I found it somewhere on the internet. I do not take credit for this concept and I wish I could find the original artist to give credit. Think of this as a study of the original artwork. In the spirit of St. Patrick's Day celebrated earlier this week, here we have a black truck carrying various 4-leaf clovers in front of a light pastel rainbow background. Feel free to take artistic control, change the colors, make additions or adjustments, or change it up completely. The choice is yours. Alright, let's talk about paint. We'll be using acrylic paint for this activity. You can use the fancier, more expensive paints if you want to. For this project, I'll be using paints you can find at your local craft store or even Walmart that are less than $1. We'll need a few colors: red, orange, yellow, lime green, green, sky blue, purple, black, and white. We'll need a few brushes today: a large flat brush, medium flat brush, small round brush, and a thin detail brush. Optional materials: a pencil, a black permanent marker, or a black acrylic paint pen. Some other materials we will need: something to put under the canvas or canvas board, such as a tablecloth or newspaper. You can also use a mat board like this one I've used several times. Of course, you need something to paint on. I personally will be using a canvas board, 12 by 16 specifically. You can use an actual canvas of any size too. Then we have our paints. You'll need a plate to put the paint on. You can also use a palette if you have one. A water cup to clean your paintbrushes. And lastly, a paper towel or an old towel. I actually have a new towel here that I will use for the remainder of 2021. Okay, order of operations how this painting will go. First, we'll paint the background a nice pastel rainbow. We'll start with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, then to purple. Next, we're going to start drawing the truck. First, we will begin with the left wheel and then the right wheel, followed by the fenders on the left and right side. Then we'll move on to the cab and hood of the truck, followed by the bed, and then this top cab part right here. Then we will paint all of the truck. Next, we will sketch out our 4-leaf clovers. Then we will paint all of the 4-leaf clovers. Then we're going to add this wooden cage to the back of the bed. And then lastly, write loads of luck in the top left-hand corner. Okay, let's pour out our paints. So first I'm going to pour out some white, followed by all of the different colors that we'll be painting our background, which is red, orange, yellow, green, a darker green, sky blue, and purple. Okay, first I'm going to prep the canvas by painting it a watered down white, and this is necessary so that when we add on the other colors, red through purple, that it'll become a nice light pastel color. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. And then once we're ready to add the colors, we have 6 colors. I'm going to try to split the canvas in half, so red, orange, yellow will be on the top half, followed by green, blue, and purple will be in the bottom half. And I'm just going to nicely blend them together, and if it turns out a little bit dark, just go ahead and add some white back in and just mix until you are content. Of course, you don't need to do this rainbow background. I know in the calendar it actually doesn't have it, it's just a plain white background, but I thought it would be fun to add a nice little rainbow because of course it's St. Patrick's Day. So go ahead and do your background, and I will check back in when we are ready to draw the truck. Okay, off camera, I already went ahead and traced out the truck, but I'm going to draw it with you again in Sharpie so you can see which order I did things. So first I'm going to start with the left wheel. It's about 2 inches from the left side of the canvas and just a little bit of space from the bottom. And then I'm going to do the same with the right wheel, and it's about 8 or so inches between those 2 wheels. Now we are going to draw the fenders, which is kind of looks like a little macaroni shape. That's the best way I can describe it. So first we are going to make that nice and round on the left side, followed by the right side. And I'm actually going to make it cover the wheels just a little bit. It's okay that we have these double lines, we're just going to paint right over it. Now we are going to work on the hood of the truck, so a little bit to the left of center of that fender is where we're going to make that top line. Then we're going to go all the way to the right, and it's going to stop just a little bit to the left of where the right fender begins. Okay, now just a little bit below where the door is, we're going to make a line going to the right, just past the fender a little bit, and then a little space for the bumper and this top lip. Then we are going to draw the cab of the truck, which is about 3 to 4 inches tall, a little bit over half of the canvas. That's how tall we will be. and then draw another line for the window, and then 2 circles right here for the rims of the truck, and lastly a rounded rectangle for the handle. Okay, let's begin painting. So first I'm going to pour out some black, which will be for the whole truck and the wheels. But first I'm going to mix a light blue color, and that will serve as the color for the window. So first I'm going to paint the window, then I will paint the body of the truck black, also the wheels, and then after that is dry, I will mix a dark charcoal gray color, which is just black with a little bit of white, and that will be for the fenders right above the wheels. And then I'm going to make an even lighter gray, which will be for the rims and the handle. And then lastly, I'm just going to dip back into my white and make a little shiny detail for the front fender. And that is it for the truck for right now. So go ahead and take some time to just do the center of the painting, which is the truck. And then after that, we will move on to the clovers. Apologize in advance. I already went ahead and off camera drew all of my 4-leaf clovers, and I forgot to film myself redrawing them in Sharpies so you can see how I did it. But basically a 4-leaf clover to me is just 4 hearts that are connected at the center. So if you look at them, there's a heart on the top, on the bottom, and the left and the right. So if you just make these 4 shapes, it'll magically make a 4-leaf clover. So all I did was make some clovers that are bigger and smaller than others and facing different directions. You can make as many or as little as you want, but let's go ahead and start our clovers, and don't forget the 2 that are falling out of the truck as well. Okay, so feel free to pause the video if you needed to go ahead and draw, but I'm already going to start painting. So I already had the lime green poured out, but I'm also going to pour out the darker green that I had, which is just a regular green. You don't have to go out and buy any other special greens. I actually just had these 2 and I mixed them to create different shades of green. So I mixed them with white, with black, with yellow, and just created my own colors. And that's the fun of painting, just make your own colors. So go ahead and do that. If you just want to stick with one color or the 2 that you have and you don't want to mix the colors, that is okay too. After we paint all of this, we're going to add some polka dots or any kind of other shape if you want to make a pattern or anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and do this with my small round brush. If that's too big, you can also use your detail brush for all of the outlines. So go ahead and do that. This may require you to do multiple layers, like at least 2. I believe I did another layer off camera. So all of these clovers right now, this is just my first layer, but if you need more than 1 layer, that is okay too. So go ahead and paint all of your clovers, and I will check back when they're all nice and dry. Hello again. How's it going? I'm sure all of your clovers are looking beautiful. So now with those same colors, I'm going to get my detail brush and make the stems. If you didn't draw those out, that is okay. I'm just doing them in different directions, making it look like they are flying out of the truck. To finish off these clovers, I'm just going to add a little bit of a design to it. I'm going to get the end of one of my smaller paintbrushes and dip it in different colors. This one I'm dipping it in black and I'm doing polka dots. I'll also do one of my lighter greens and put that on a darker green, and a white and put it on a lighter green. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You can do it to just one or a few. You can add glitter if you want, or you can do a different pattern. It is completely up to you. Okay, next we are going to move on to the wooden cage that is sitting on the bed of the truck, and I'm going to do this after my clovers are completely dry because we are drawing and painting over this. So basically all this looks like is a very elongated equal sign. So go ahead and do your equal sign, and then after that we're going to draw two wooden planks going up and down as well. That is just like the bracket to connect it. So go ahead and do your equal sign and the two lines that will connect. Okay, the very last step for this painting. I am going to write loads of luck in the top left-hand corner in cursive. So I already off camera went ahead and wrote out loads of luck. You can do it in cursive, you can do it in print, you cannot do it at all. That is completely up to you. I got these acrylic paint pens on Amazon in a pack of like 8 to 12 for a really good price, and I love these things. They are awesome. So I initially did do it in this marker, but my lines weren't as crisp as I would like it. So I went ahead and got my detail brush, as you can see right here, and I'm just smoothing out any imperfections that I didn't like initially. So this is the very last step of the painting, and you can do this if you want to. You can change up the words. It is completely up to you, and I will see you soon. And that is it, my friends. Good job if you made it this far and completed the painting. I'm happy with my finished product, and I hope you are with yours too. If your painting looks different from mine, that is totally fine. As you know, I miss everyone, and I really wish I were with my Family Friday class painting alongside them. I'm also happy to know that more people have had the chance and opportunity to do art safely at home and on their own time. I hope these videos bring you joy and you were able to relax and not worry about the current events of the world, even just for a little bit. Please stay safe, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time.